Hello.
How are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
And I am fine and I am pretty good. My name is John. And how about you?
Your name is Jan.
Yes, John. John.
Jan. Nice to
See,
meet you.
yeah,
Okay. My name is Catherine. It's nice to meet you.
yeah. Nice to meet you. And today I want to talk about Christmas Day.
Okay, well,
Okay.
great. Of course, we can talk about Christmas.
What will you do on Christmas Day?
Okay. Well, this year is a slightly different year because
Yes.
of the pandemic. But usually, what we do, so sort of in the lead up to Christmas, people buy their Christmas tree. So they put, the Christmas tree in
Pineapple.
normally in the,
Are you talking about
sorry,
pineapple? Pineapple.
no, a Christmas tree.
Okay, a pine tree, maybe.
A pine tree, yes,
Yeah,
a
pine
pine
tree. Yeah.
tree,
Why I
exactly.
said
Yes, yes,
pineapple?
yes.
Yeah, pine
Yeah.
tree.
I mean, maybe if you want to decorate a pineapple, yeah, a pine tree, exactly.
Yeah.
And they normally, a couple of weeks, a week or two before Christmas, and they decorate it, with like a star and different ornaments. Um, and people, decorating their homes is important. And then on Christmas Day itself, usually families get together. So if people live far away, people could travel back so they can be together for Christmas.
Yeah.
And on some people on Christmas Eve, so the day before Christmas, some people do like a special dinner on Christmas Eve. And it's different in different countries, but in the UK, we do everything on Christmas Day. So we have a big lunch, usually around 1 p.m., and everybody's together and has this big lunch together because families can't get together. Some families have talked about, some people are just having a smaller Christmas with their immediate family and that they live with. But some people are talking about doing, Skype calls and Zoom calls and getting everybody together that
Yeah,
way.
people used to go to restaurants on Christmas days, but I don't think people will do it. Maybe people will just order some foods from restaurants and they will celebrate their day, but they can't invite so many people to their houses because we
Mm-hmm.
are not allowed to invite, so many people.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
we will
You're,
find
mm-hmm.
if we do it. I am
Mm-hmm.
from Turkey, by the way.
Sorry,
I am from Turkey.
you're from Turkey. Great. And
Yeah,
what
and
does what does Christmas look like in Turkey?
we don't specifically celebrate Christmas days because we are Muslim. And we
Mm-hmm.
don't, celebrate Christmas Day, but
Mm-hmm.
we celebrate New
You
Year's
celebrate
Day.
New Year's.
Yeah,
Okay, great. And what does the New Year celebration look like in Turkey?
we decorate pine tree as you told,
Mm-hmm.
and we just invite our friends, our relatives, and we call each other. We
Mm-hmm.
don't call each other on Skype, but we can do it as well.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
normal, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't do it. And we send our each other New Year's messages.
Mm-hmm.
We wish best
Mm-hmm.
and wish each other luck.
Mm-hmm.
And I love New Year's, but this year will be different. We won't be able to go out. We will be at home. I think there will be some restrictions before New Year's Day because
Mm-hmm.
the government knows what's gonna happen before New
Mm-hmm.
Year's Day, and they
Mm-hmm.
will take some restrictions, and we won't be able to go out. We won't be able to invite our relatives or friends,
Okay.
and this will be different, but it is still okay. What can we do?
Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, that's yeah. What can we do?
Yeah,
And if you can't invite friends for New Year's and you can't go and see friends, who will you be celebrating with?
yeah. I will.
Do you live with
Yes, I
family?
live with my family. I celebrate it
Okay.
with my
Okay.
family. It is still okay. I won't be
Okay.
alone.
Yeah, that's
We will
nice.
watch maybe TV series, maybe another program, and we will do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. And usually, do they have fireworks at midnight
yeah,
in Turkey?
yeah.
Yeah?
People do it usually. but I don't think it's
Okay.
gonna happen in this year, and I won't be able to watch it. But I like watching it.
Yeah.
You know? It seems so cool.
Okay. Do they usually have a display in Ankara?
Yeah, they usually do it in Ankara.
Okay.
How do you know it?
No, I'm asking. I'm just guessing
Yeah,
because in the UK they do a big display in London. I know a lot of countries do in their capital a big fireworks display at midnight.
yeah, and in Istanbul. I live in Istanbul, by the way.
Okay. Okay.
Istanbul maybe is better than to do uh, if we compare it with Ankara, because so many people live in Istanbul, and Ankara is
Okay.
still our capital, but Istanbul is more popular than Ankara. Yeah, and
Okay, because it's a bigger city and there's more people. Okay. And so they do fireworks in Istanbul
yeah, we fireworks in
usually.
Istanbul. Yeah,
Okay.
usually. And I don't go to Ankara, so I don't know it much. And but I know what's going on in Istanbul, and we usually do it.
Okay. Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah. And what are you gonna do
Okay.
in this New Year? And will you be at your home?
This new year, I'll probably be working actually because I'm not able to see my friends and celebrate. So I will probably be working instead. Normally, I take sort of 2 weeks holiday around Christmas and New Year, and I go to Ireland and see my family in Ireland. But this year, because I can't see anybody, I've taken less time off. So I'll have Christmas off and I'll celebrate Christmas. But at New Year, I'll probably be working. So I'll be working maybe during the day and maybe I'll see, one or two friends, but it was going to be a very quiet
Yeah.
New
As
Year's
I told
Eve.
you, we only celebrate New Year's Day, and so we don't get 2 weeks holiday. We just get
Well,
holiday,
exactly.
and it's a little bit bad for us because you can get 14 days.
Because the schools have 14 days of holiday
Yeah.
for around Christmas and New Year.
Oh, it is
Here, the schools have the holiday.
it
Yeah.
is so good for you, but in this year it's not gonna be important because we don't go to school and we are getting online classes and we still can have
Okay.
holiday. Every day is a holiday. I,
Every day's a holiday.
yeah, I can watch my lessons whenever I want. It's
Okay.
not so important. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to, go somewhere at any time. And
hmm
I don't have to wake up early.
You have a lot more freedom now.
Yeah, I have a lot of freedom. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it is, there are some bad things about it because we are alone and I don't ask any problems to my friends. Maybe I can just switch on my voice and I can ask my teacher, but maybe just 2 times.
Mhm.
It's not gonna be, yeah.
Okay. So you feel like doing, distance learning, it's more difficult to ask
Yeah.
questions.
It's more
Okay.
difficult to ask questions because I got used to asking some questions to my friends, and I still want to see
hmm
one of my friends next to me. And but I can't ask
hmm
when I just get disturbed, and I can't get disturbed at any time. And maybe I won't be able to ask the teacher at that time because he will be talking or she will be talking. How can I
Yeah.
interrupt them?
hmm
So it
hmm
is,
Exactly. You don't want to interrupt the
yeah. So
class.
it is
Yeah.
difficult, but they they suggest us. You can take some notes, and after we finish our lessons, you can ask your questions. But it is not same
Mm.
because if I can't ask my questions at that time, I won't understand all the solution.
Okay. So do you sometimes have to telephone your friend after the class for them to explain?
Yeah, It could be, but it is hard to ask them because I am studying mechanical engineering. It is algebraic,
Okay.
and it is hard to tell them. It's hard to explain online. I don't think they will do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So do you think the sort of standard of education is less
yeah,
in distance learning?
yeah.
Okay.
There is some difficulties, but our situation is better than medicine learners because
People who are studying medicine,
because how can they be doctor?
why is that?
How can they be doctor by getting online lessons? How can they be doctor?
Because they're not practicing giving injections, they're not practicing taking blood pressure and things like that.
Yeah, and I have seen many posts on Instagram,
Okay.
and they said, how can we trust New Year's doctors? And we won't be able to trust them, and we will be in bad hands because they are getting online classes and they will be online doctors.
Okay.
Did you understand?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what's your
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I didn't ask you.
And how long? Sorry?
What is your job? I didn't ask you.
Sorry, say that again?
What is your job?
Oh, okay, yeah. When I'm not teaching on Cambly, I am a babysitter. I look after children.
Oh, you look after children. Isn't that hard? And I can't hear, I don't want to hear babies crying. And when they cry, I just want to get out of there. I want to go out. I want to close the door and don't hear it.
Well, the youngest is almost 3 years old, so there's not a lot of crying, thankfully. They're 3, 5, and 7 years old, so they're not tiny little babies. So thankfully, they're actually quite fun to spend time with. So it's quite nice.
Oh, it is like teaching. Maybe you are teaching some things to them, and right?
So I have two different families, and the little boy who's almost 3, he is an English speaker. I live in France. He is an English speaker, but the other family I look after, they're French children, and I teach them English while I look after them, which is very interesting.
It is very interesting, and I think he's so lucky because he's gonna learn English by just listening to you, right?